What's up, everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Kentucky Dynasty Mode Series video. Today, we have a Week 9 Southeastern Conference matchup in the 2026 season between the Missouri Tigers coming into Lexington, Kentucky to face off against the number 4 ranked Wildcats. This Wildcats team has only lost to one team so far, Alabama. We're sitting 6-1 on the year. We're 3-1 in the conference. On the other side, you have a Missouri Tigers team who's sitting 3-4, 1-2 in the conference. Now, you can never overlook anybody in college football, especially in a conference matchup. You know, you take a look at these two teams by the numbers. This is a game we should win. They're 84 overall. We're 89 overall. But we've seen big upsets already this year throughout the entire college football landscape. And in this dynasty, we've seen teams that we should have beat almost beat us. So we got to come focused. We got to come ready to play and play exactly like we did in Week 8. In the last episode, this Kentucky team went down the field with 37 seconds left, scored to take down Oklahoma. That was an incredible video. If you missed that one, make sure you check it out. I have a full playlist linked in the video description below. That's the best place to catch up on episodes or find new episodes that you might have missed. But today, we're going to be going through the top stories. Then we're going to be taking a look at the updated top 25, the conference standings, and then take a look at some of this recruiting class, an incredible recruiting class that we have. And then, of course, we have the game preview and then diving into the Week 9 SEC matchup and then recruiting at the end of the episode. I have video timestamps just like always, so feel free to go ahead and jump to the game if you want to go ahead and do that. If you all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and there is plenty more sports game content here on the Gamerability YouTube channel. Okay, so taking a look at the first top story here, Duke with an upset against Virginia, 32-28, and that will drop Virginia down to number 23 in the top 25 rankings. Now, number 2 is a big one because this win by Oregon against Michigan, it actually put Oregon into the number 3 spot ahead of this Kentucky Wildcats team, and Oregon has 2 losses on the year. They're sitting 5-2. Yes, it was a huge win against Michigan, and Michigan, that's 2 losses in a row for the Wolverines. They're going to drop below number 8. Down at the bottom there is not showing the updated top 25. We're going to take a look at that in a minute, but I think that this Kentucky team got our number 3 spot robbed because I think we should still be the number 3 team after that great win against Oklahoma. It was a great football team. I understand Oklahoma is not ranked, but you take a look at their talent and overall, they're 89 overall. It was a very similar matchup, and that was a team who is number 2 in the Southeastern Conference. So yeah, but Oregon took the number 3 spot, and we dropped to number 4 with Oregon's win 42-17. That's probably why, because it was such a big win against Michigan. That's probably what it was, but still, I think this Kentucky team deserves to be there. And then Georgia has done what they've done all year. I am so glad we don't have to play Georgia this year. Georgia crushed Texas A&M in Texas A&M. I guess they didn't crush them, but they scored 38 points on them. And we played Texas A&M a couple videos ago, and that defense was amazing there for Texas A&M. We beat them 22-20, but Georgia scored 38 points on that defense. And Texas A&M was able to somehow score 28 on Georgia's defense. But a 10-point win, and Georgia stays the number 1 team. And Texas A&M, you can see, drops to number 13. And we have a Big 12 matchup. It's been a while since we've seen an update on Big 12 teams. Cincinnati is now number 11th in the nation. They face off at home against Kansas State, and Kansas State is number 5. They're having a great year. And honestly, whoever wins this is probably going to swap places because Cincinnati had a great start to this year. And I mean, they're still having a great season, but it will be interesting. The Big 12, there's a lot of teams from the Big 12 playing great football, and we haven't seen a lot of upsets from Big 12 teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Big 12 plays out. And here's a quick overview of the updated top 25. Georgia stays number 1, North Carolina number 2, Oregon number 3, somehow number 3, then Kentucky number 4, Kansas State, and USC. But let's take a closer look at this top 25 and see what happened across all the top 25 teams. So Georgia stays number 1. North Carolina stays number 2. The only two undefeated teams, actually not the only two undefeated teams, the only two undefeated teams in the top 5. But Oregon moves from 4 up to 3. Somehow they took our spot. It's because they crushed Michigan, and this Kentucky team barely beat an unranked team, but that was a really good unranked football team. So we dropped from number 3 to number 4. Now Kansas State moves from 6 to 5. USC moving from 11 to 6 after a win 17 to 14 versus Maryland, and then they face off against Rutgers this week. It's important to point out that Rutgers team upset Michigan last week, and then Michigan got beat again by Oregon, got crushed. So Michigan is really struggling this year, these last couple weeks. They've got to get it together or they're going to be out of the college football playoffs. They're already outside of it looking in, but if they win out, they might still be able to make it. Now, this is a huge one because many of you know this, probably all of you know this, but Stanford, they move up from 13 to 7. They're 8-0. You all know who they have. They have our defensive coordinator from our first 2 seasons, Andrew Parker, the defensive coordinator who led this Kentucky team to the number 1 defense 2 years in a row. They are undefeated 8-0 with Andrew Parker taking over as the head coach, and they are number 7 in the nation. Imagine the storylines if we get a Kentucky-Stanford national championship. Andrew Parker, ex-defensive coordinator for Kentucky, now the head coach of Stanford in his first year leading them there. That would be incredible to see, the coaching battle between head coach Ryan Gamer of Kentucky, the mentor to Andrew Parker, the defensive coordinator, of course, used to be for Kentucky, now the head coach of Stanford, and he's doing a great job over there at Stanford. They're first in the ACC, and they are undefeated. What is happening over there? Then East Carolina moves up to number 8. After taking down Rice, and Arizona, speaking of a Big 12 battle. Big 12 battle there, 40 to 38, barely taking down Cincinnati. No defense in that game. So Arizona moves from 15 to number 9. Now Tennessee is getting robbed in the top 25. I talked about this in the end of the last episode. This Tennessee team took down Texas in Texas. They've dominated this entire year. They lost 1 game, and that 1 game is keeping this Tennessee team from being somehow in the top 5. And I think this Tennessee team definitely deserves it. They moved from 16 to 10. They're 7-1. They took down Texas in Texas, and they face off against LSU in front of their home fans this week. But if they win that game and do not climb much higher, I mean, I don't know what's going on there in the top 25 rankings. And then Cincinnati drops from number 7 to 11 with the loss to Arizona. UL Monroe is up to 12 now. They're 7-0, a win against Oregon State there. They're having a great year, and somehow, look at the right side of the screen there, 71 overall, 73 offense, but they are number 12 in the nation. What is happening there at UL Monroe? Texas A&M takes another loss. That was 2 losses in a row. They lost to Kentucky, of course. We beat them, and then they lost to Georgia. They fall from 5 to number 3. Alabama moves back up a little bit with a huge win against Arkansas. Moves from 17 to 14. And then Washington moving from 18 to up to 15 after a win against Washington State. Michigan, though, 2 losses in a row, moves from 8 to 16. Nebraska now 17. Clemson 18. Toledo 19, LSU 20, Pittsburgh 21. Auburn was unranked. They move into the top 25 now at 22 after a win against Ole Miss. Virginia falls big time. That upset to Duke was massive. They dropped from number 9 all the way down to number 23. Ohio State moves into the top 25 at 24, and South Carolina moves into the top 25 as well with a win 24-20 versus Mississippi State. What's important to point out is hopefully that win for Alabama against Arkansas gets Arkansas a little tired, because we play against Arkansas next week in Arkansas. The last time we played against Arkansas away was year 1, and we almost lost that game. That would have been our first loss in in that year. We went undefeated in year 1, but it would have been our first loss if we would have dropped that game to Arkansas. We went into Arkansas and barely won. We take a look at the conference standings. After taking down Oklahoma, this Kentucky team moves to number 2, but Georgia undefeated in the conference. Number 1, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Auburn, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Florida, Texas. Now, notably, Tennessee is number 3 in the conference, but they're still only number 10 in the nation, right? That is bizarre to me that they have not moved up anymore. I mean, they are getting robbed in the top 25 rankings. So clearly top 25 does not like the Tennessee Volunteers this year. Now, here's a quick look at the top classes. We'll do the full recruiting at the end of this episode. We didn't get any new recruits after the last one, but we have 14 total commits, 12 5-star, and 2 4-stars. So yes, the best year I've ever had. So we are number 1. But notably, I know I talk about him every time, but I'm just so excited for Dan Honeycutt to get to the University of Kentucky campus, because Dan Honeycutt is a generational talent, is going to be our superstar starter day 1, 99 speed, platinum takeoff. Dan Honeycutt and our freshman quarterback this year, Stephen Bullock, are going to dominate, and we also have another generational talent at wide receiver. So 2 generational talents in this recruiting class, and that's not it. I mean, I can scroll through this real quick. We'll see them at the end of the episode. We've got so much talent coming into this Kentucky team next year. That's what happens when you win back-to-back national championships. And it's time for the Week 9 SEC matchup. The Missouri Tigers coming into Lexington, Kentucky to face off against the 4th-ranked team in the nation, the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky team is sitting 6-1, 3-1 in the conference. The Missouri Tigers are 3-4 in the year, 1-2 in the conference, and nothing they would love more than to go into Lexington, Kentucky and upset the 4th-ranked team in the nation. You take a look at these two teams by the numbers. Yes, we are the favorite. I mean, 89 overall with a 90 defense, while Missouri is 84 across the board. Don't let those numbers fool you. This game has some type of upset factor that I believe on Heisman difficulty, or really all the difficulties, it boosts the lower overall teams. I mean, it's not always the case. This is a game we should win by a couple touchdowns. But you never know. Anything can happen out there. It starts with our secondary. Their impact player of the day, of course, they're going to show Davon Carmichael, their wide receiver, 81 overall, 85 deep route, and 91 speed. And our secondary has been our biggest issue this year. Our secondary is going to have to lock it down. It starts with a great defensive line. Our pass rush has to dominate today. That is how we win this game. When you have weaknesses in the cornerback positions and safeties, you have to make it up somewhere. That starts at the defensive line. Have to get pass rush today. But it is time. Kentucky versus Missouri. This is our last home game of the year, I believe, as well. We finished the season with 4 away games, and 3 of those being SEC matchups. So for our last home game, let's wear all blue. I think we got to go all blue for Big Blue Nation today. You know, Big Blue Nation is going to be fired up. Last home game. Let's do this, everybody. Get your 1-times ready, and let's crush the Mizzou Tigers today.
Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Never gets old. We are UK.
Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game.
We are UK. Let's do this. Come on. Let's lock it down. I don't want the Missouri Tigers to get 1 score. I want to win by 30.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Missouri's return team didn't help matters out much there. And here he comes. This offense is built completely
Senior day,
around
everybody.
the
Let's do it for the
talent of this
seniors.
running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
Let's lock it down.
The defense knows it too. You know every single snap. This defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
21, toughest rank to play. I can't wait till we see that number 1. I mean, he just ran over our defensive back.
And they've got enough for the first down.
Let's put the blitz on him.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly.
Come on, team. We got to lock it down.
Comes up, has to make a tackle.
That's how you play right there. Robinson making a big-time play.
They're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
There, yeah, I love this Dynasty series. Thank you all for being a part of it. Every episode is just so much fun. It's stressful, but it's fun. It's a good stress, you know? It's intense. I don't want this game to be intense, though.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but
team.
got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, I've been up pretty hard on that one.
Before the defense knocks him down.
Hopefully you all weren't watching me.
They're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The play action fake.
The blitz. That is huge. Come on. Cornerback blitz. That is safety blitz. Cornerback. Incredible. Okay, let's send a blitz from somewhere else now. Let's show a cover 2. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I do. I like it. Overload left.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. Escapes trouble. They get to him as he
That's
throws.
a great play from the quarterback, but no. No.
To stop him short of the first down, and now
Gadsden has dominated this year. He misses the tackle. They went through. Got through. They're going for it. 4th and 3. No, they're not. It says field goal. I guess they think they're going to go for it.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit
But
to try along with.
That's a heartbreaking injury. If it's a long-term injury, Gadsden is dominated. Yes! Big Blue Nation coming in clutch. That is a tough kick to make. I personally would have went for that. And how long? There's no way. I cannot believe they went for that. That they kicked that. I go for that. 4th and 3.
And then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that.
You all know how good I am at field goal, which is not very good. So maybe they trust their kicker a lot more than I trust myself.
On the run, it's Patterson.
Good blocking.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Broken ribs. You have to be kidding me. Our second long-term injury ever in this entire dynasty. Our running back first this year, and now our superstar defensive tackle. Let's take a look at what we have there on the defensive tackle. That is heartbreaking. I mean, he's been a game changer. Gadsden has been dominating. He truly has. Honestly, he's played great this entire year. So now, it put in Egg Bull? Why? It should be Gilbert. Oh, never mind. That's right. Does Rooks start? No. Okay, he's backup. I think we put in Rooks. I'm serious. I say we put in Tim Rooks. Put him in there. 6'4", 254. I know he's a little bit. He's a lot smaller. Wait, how fast? Wait. 6'2", 296 pounds with 78 speed? Yes, I see why they have him in. Okay, yeah. A freshman from Winchester, Kentucky. I vaguely remember this player. Are you kidding me? That is absolutely insane. I mean, okay, let's put Egg Bull in, the freshman. We had the ball back, thankfully. They missed the field goal. That's going to be interesting. Okay, come on, team. We lost our defensive tackle, Gadsden. Do it for Gadsden.
He's looking to throw.
Good play.
Catch in the middle. It's White.
Putting Brandon White in the slot has been a game changer.
Finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the toss. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay,
These
no.
guys have really performed at a high level.
Tremaine Stack. I know he's a halfback, but he's also a good fullback and a solid blocker. He just completely disregarded the block. Can we put in a guard?
Putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
Or maybe a center?
To win the SEC is a long
Yeah,
road. You know about
maybe,
that. I know about that
I don't
personally.
know.
They just got to take one game
That's
at a
just
time.
heartbreaking.
They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
If he makes that block, that's maybe a first down.
He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to
I know
make
the big
something
question
out
you
of
all
that
have.
return,
You're going to
but
say, well,
they'll
Ryan,
get
what were you
first down
thinking?
at the 39.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't
clearly,
stick with throws and you can't
I
follow
forgot
through,
to
it obviously
think.
affects your accuracy, and I think the hit on
So,
the
yeah.
quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
I forgot to think, and well, first mistake in a while. I mean, he took a shot, though. I was feeling the pressure, and
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails.
yeah, that's how you take the wind out of your sails. But Big Blue Nation is fired up.
Don't leave it up to kickers.
The stadium is still pulsing.
I think you move the ball.
Let's keep the
nice.
pressure
Keep
on
that
him.
in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Way to catch it. That was a good catch. Good throw. Good decision by the quarterback, but let's do a trap.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to
I want to pick so bad with Godfrey.
You got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job of QB and wide receiver.
That was a weak hit stick, but it worked.
Well, we knew coming
Now
into
let's
this
do a
game, this
nickel
offense
blitz
was going
3,
to
show
try and
cover
get this
2.
receiver involved and get him involved early.
I'm going to be
So here they are,
Soles
just
Jr. They
finding
might
his
run it.
completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered
Yeah, that's a
up and
run.
get him into
I did a swim move, but it's too late.
Until he gets the first down.
That was good blocking.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was
run
feeling
man. We
real
haven't
good
ran
about their
man
run
once.
D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is when you're going to throw the ball consistently.
That's the big issue with our cornerbacks. We are not getting, we don't get up there and play curls very well.
Really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming.
Just trying to mix up coverages right now.
Successful on offense.
Their quarterback is doing really good.
From the red zone.
I thought I was going to bait him into a pick, but it was too good of coverage. I waited too long for the bait.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be
I'm going to send
long
another
day
one.
for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better.
Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch and run
Well,
for 6.
Not every decision is a good decision. Sometimes it's just another bad decision.
This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this
Are they listening to my headset? Oh, it's because I forgot to cover my mouth when I said that. You know, that's where's my clipboard? I need a clipboard here. Did that not look like the quarterback saw me audible to a blitz? And
Ready to try
Okay.
the point after.
are they listening to me? Does the AI listen to me?
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the
Don't worry, I'll get a
studio
clip.
now and check
I'll
in
get a
with Kevin
clipboard
Connors.
for the
Kevin,
next
what do you
episode.
got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football,
Ryan, are you
we've got
covering
eyes
up your
on it.
mouth?
Check this out.
No.
Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis. but
Trust me, the
it's
AI
not exactly
knows.
Bronco Nagurski out there controlling
This is
the game.
embarrassing.
This one is a long way from being over.
And Stephen Bullock is hurting. I'd say he's been taking shots. Oh, that's
We've
great
got our eye
blocking.
on
Looked
this
like holding,
one
but
and everything else
I didn't see
going on
anything,
throughout the
Rebs.
game, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping
Best
an eye on
blocking of
everything
the
going
year.
on elsewhere. Now it's 1st and 10.
Listen,
from
there are
the
mismatches
46-yard
all over
line.
this defense. Their cornerbacks are slow. They don't have a great pass rush at all. Like, we should dominate this game. This should not even be close.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play. When he
That's
starts
all
moving
Patterson
around.
doing a good job of cutting in.
Really
He was
good
sitting there,
surge
but then he
for this
cut in,
offense.
and it
He
helped
moved the
Stephen
chains,
Bullock
and
get a
he's
better
got it
throw.
at 34. First down, 10
If they
yards to
press
go.
coverage, it's going to be a
That's the
touchdown
end of
almost
the
every time.
quarter, and Missouri has the
They got
lead.
no
We
speed.
put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Remember, I said that after we throw an interception to press
They
coverage.
are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Big Blue Nation is fired up. Last home game of the year.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Look, Stephen Bullock's wear and tear is looking better now.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he finds some solid
I'm
space.
sure Patterson's wear and tear is not looking great.
Is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run
This could be a
with that
touchdown.
type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Way to step up. That was a great throw. Good route from Brandon White.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
Don't throw an interception.
Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike
Could have been.
complete.
Could have been an interception
There
if I don't
might
put
have
that
been
on the
trouble if they
inside.
hadn't knocked it down so quickly. Second down coming up.
Let's
with this
not
red
do
zone
that again.
opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it. And
A
it
little
falls
too
to the
risky
turf.
anyways, to be fair.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could
A
get
little
to it
risky.
and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
I don't like the play call.
Offense calls a timeout here.
This is such a big
Critically
play call.
important
It's called
to make
timeout. Let's
sure
reset.
They have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Yeah.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set. with
Question is,
first and
can
goal.
they guard Brandon White coming in motion?
Wide receiver now comes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down.
That works too. Sanders with the delayed route. Incredible play.
Right, nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Hold on, but are they sending the house? No, it's fake
They'll
blitz.
use the running
I'm
game
glad.
on first and goal.
Touchdown.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That's what we do. On U of K.
They have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone.
Look at these Kentucky Wildcats just having fun. Senior night. Final home game of the year. Patterson, 5 rushes, 43 yards, and a touchdown. What a start for this offense. Minus that interception, but that was
Splits
on me.
the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
good kick.
He thought about bringing that out for a half
We
second,
got to
but
lock
he'll
it
take
down
knee and they'll
defensively,
bring it to
though.
the
I mean, that
25.
Missouri Tiger offense looked like
Mizzou has it
Alabama.
back in the offense coming out on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard
Okay,
to stop.
missed
Jesse,
tackle.
And they're going to try to do it again right here.
I
And if
mean,
you're this
blitzing
play
isn't
caller,
working.
You're loving what's happening right now because
But I'm gonna
everything
keep
you
it up.
dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet.
Losing
Everything you're
Gadsden was
picking is
huge.
working.
I
Let's see if
mean,
they can pull it off again here.
We were getting so much pressure.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turns it on in midfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is obviously a
Okay.
great play physically.
Now
by the
listen, you can blame the first one on me, right? You can blame the first one on me as I was controlling Godfrey. You can blame this one on me. But you can also blame the AI too. Dad, welcome to this new Kentucky defense without our defensive coordinator, Andrew Parker. Brent Cobb took over, and of course, Jerry, the assistant defensive coordinator. I mean, they don't only miss the tackle. Watch me keep running upfield. Look at Chadwick. Chadwick just keeps running. What is this defense this year? I don't even know how to describe it. Does anybody have any words to describe that defense besides pitiful? I don't even know what to say.
Mentally making the right decision. He was keying on the right
I got nothing.
He saw the body language of that player and knew he had to keep the football and made the decision so quickly. Good football IQ there by the QB.
Looking to throw, it's Horn. They're bringing heat.
Such a smart decision to run that
across
too.
the 25, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. From the 22 on
Who is this guy? Selm Horn?
Gonna run it. It's Roberts.
Good tackle.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone.
He's playing like an elite level quarterback right now, I can tell you that.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
You're fired up. Come on, Big Blue Nation. We need you.
He's looking to throw.
That's a big time play from Egbull.
And they're probably fortunate that
there he is.
Knocked free for a fumble.
78 speed being that big, he's going to be insane.
The defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw
Now,
right
I know I'm changing the play.
Just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick.
I'll guard the right side.
Hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Yes! Pick up the ball! Yes! On U of K! Egbull picks it up. Who forced that fumble?
How you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football.
Kyle Kendricks from Lexington, Kentucky. The hometown hero here. We got him in the recruiting class on year 1. So I did a hot route to send Robinson instead of dropping him in coverage. We sent 5 there. We sent 5. And sending 5 put the pressure, but it needed me to have great coverage here. I wouldn't know if I was great coverage, but I did enough. Right? I did enough, and then he just did not have time. So much pressure, and when you got Kyle Kendricks, 302 pounds of pure muscle on a hit stick, no way you can hold on to that football. And then Egbull comes in for Gadsden. Gadsden broke his ribs, and Egbull comes in, picks up the fumble. Incredible. I can't talk. I'm so excited right now. I'm fumbling on my words here. Perfect time. The fumble there from Missouri. I'm fumbling on words. This Kentucky team has the football. Wake up, YouTube.
Good job by the defense.
Come on.
Sack, getting the fumble.
Incredible.
Kentucky has
Is our defense back?
Offense takes the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah,
Come
this
on,
offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
Couple people open, easy first down.
They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Try to stay ultra focused here. No life stories.
Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10.
No more interceptions either.
And you see so many.
I want to play action so bad. What about a play action bootleg?
They know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart
Abort!
players.
Oh no, wide open. Holding.
Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field.
That's football sometimes. Hey, it's all right. It's gonna happen. We have a young offensive line. It's a freshman, Caesar out there. Big mistake, but at the end of the day, you lift up your team, you build them up, you move on. I'm doing another play action. That's how much faith I have in our team.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
That worked. What'd you all think about that one?
Oftentimes
the play call, Ryan.
The quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
I kind of like a clear out here.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on second down.
Our quarterback is rattled. That's it. Yeah, look at him saying it's on me. Yeah, I'd say. It looked like it slipped out of his hands. It's not even raining. Huh. Okay, well.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
Yeah, it is in the next county, and what we're going to do is throw a touchdown pass.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything.
What happened to
just
our
right
offensive
for the
line?
big play
Did I
coverage.
miss an injury?
Long situation. We're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the
We need,
QB,
it's
and
third
they
and
get
20
the
some,
job
right?
done.
We need a little bit more
Kentucky
time.
sends out the punting unit.
That's football
This will
sometimes.
be
All
their
right.
first punt of the afternoon.
Our defense has
That's
to be
the
upset.
first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh.
You know,
They
Brent
only
Cobb
used
and
him
Jerry
twice
are
in that
furious
victory
over there on the
last week.
sideline.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really
Okay.
good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds.
Defense, we need you to do it again.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last drive,
I
he came
love
back
this
to the
series on the
sideline, and
channel.
Coach
Every
Cobb
single
said,
episode is
"You dropped
intense.
it, you didn't
It's
pick it
just,
up. Come on, get on the
it's
ball,
so fun.
Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yo, yeah, he got blocked.
What a snag by the defense.
Really
He
hits
would've
him in the
loved to
head.
make the big
He
return
still
there, but he
catches it.
still gives his team
He's
the
got
ball
the
at
interception
37.
perk.
QB's got to pick
Thank
and
you,
choose his spots
defense.
when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows.
Listen,
Great
our
job.
defense may allow a lot of yards, but we make up for it with our turnover ability, right? We can force turnovers, and the quarterback throws this straight. It's a miscommunication here, really. The quarterback, I think, thinks the running back's going to cut in sooner, and he doesn't. And when he cuts in, he does like a weird, I don't even know, weird animation. Dooley almost caught it with his helmet, right? Is that like the movie The Little Giants when it just sticks in the helmet? It hits him right in the top of the head. But he's like, oh, okay, it's right in front of me. What a catch. I mean, that ball is traveling pretty fast, too. Right in the head and catches it. Incredible concentration.
The big play, getting the ball
Can't
back
make
to its
this
own.
stuff up. Incredible. I'm going to run a draw, actually. Minute 39 left. Our
Short field
defense
makes
is back.
successful offense is just what they want here. It's a draw.
I know Missouri has not been known for their offense this year, but wow, we need our defense is not known for its defense.
Now here they come again. He's going to pass on second down.
Nobody open, great coverage, and
back at the 43.
wow, our freshman quarterback
Listen,
is
the
getting
quarterback
crushed.
drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We
Crushed.
see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the
Punt.
pass is
Yeah, I was just trying to punt it.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job.
Well, some of you
with
might
his
say, well,
decision.
Ryan, what were you doing there? And, well, I've got nothing. Just a terrible decision, and you got to live with it. Move on. Leave it in the past, right? We always say mistakes going to happen. Leave it in the past. Move on. This has not been my best day at quarterback. Isn't that the
Well, the
truth?
good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback
I had to help
turn the
out.
page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or
I should
find
not
an
have
easy
changed
handoff.
into that
Just
first
hand the
defender.
football off, maybe get the ground
But
game
I had
going,
to
maybe
cover a
jumpstart
lot of
this
ground
offense a
there.
little bit. The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of
Stephen
executing by
Bullock
the
is having a
quarterback.
terrible
Taking the
game.
hit, delivering the strike.
That's reeled in. It's Roberts. The offense calls a timeout. to
That's
stop
football
the clock.
sometimes. Build them up, right?
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down.
It's just one half. Plenty of football left.
He's looking to throw.
That's great coverage, and honestly, the offensive line held up really good. They can't block for 6 seconds. He had enough time. It's just too good at coverage. Ooh, we got to go cover 4 drop now, right? Where's cover 4 drop? Where is it? There it is. Oh, they're just going to let it run out.
The first half here, and now we join Kevin with the
That's fine.
halftime
I
update.
could have called a timeout, but I don't know. Our offense needs to
Thanks, guys. One
sit
of
in the
best
locker room and
atmospheres in
and
football,
relax.
And we've got a fun one from Lexington. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Got to be smarter with the football. Got to make better decisions at the quarterback position. And, yeah, it's just, hey, we got this. Just leave in the pass. Shake it off. It's mistakes I've not made in a while, you know. And
he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start.
It's all right. Let's run the ball and control the clock, win the game.
Back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Defensive line.
And it's been a good game. I mean,
what is happening? I looked at their depth chart. This is not the depth chart I looked at.
Who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah,
their coverage is, they have all the momentum right now is what it is.
These coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find
Brandon White has to block there. You got to block.
To the first down marker.
These guys aren't
going for it.
I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football.
I'm mad now.
Passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball
what a
down,
juke.
take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's
he
just
took a shot.
To be on defense nowadays.
Okay, hey, Jerry spent a lot of time in the locker room. The quarterback coach, of course, talking to Stephen Bullock and tried to calm him down and tell him that he knows what he's doing.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us. Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass.
It was worth the gamble. Let's do a slip screen.
Again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can.
That's a great block. That's a great lead block. All the way around there.
But not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Give to the running back.
That's a great block. That's the backup running back, Jermaine Stack. Part of the year one recruiting class, I want to say. Redshirt freshman.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it.
What a row. Agadosi. Nobody could guard him on that one. And this might be a touchdown to Sanders.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Not a touchdown, but a big gain.
It's Sanders. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first
inside zone.
with the Saints.
We're rolling now.
Scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone.
Patterson is dominating. What?
They finally get him down at the 2.
Way to fight.
The offense tries to punch it in.
I told you all their defensive line was not that good.
Tries again to get it in.
Let's go! That's the drive we needed. Thank you all for the one-times. Thank you for calling in the touchdown train. We're back.
Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
When you're not smart with the football, you're in trouble, right? It's as simple as that. If you're not smart with the football, like we were not in the first half, you're gonna struggle. And luckily our defense came through. Our defense came through, held that Missouri offense to only 7 points, and start out with the touchdown in the second half, and we took out a lot of time.
Gives them a 14-7 lead.
Come on, defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down.
The dynamite matchup is Hawaii versus Fresno State. Dynamite matchup?
To watch a game in all of college football.
Okay.
They're trailing by 11 to Hawaii.
2 unranked teams. Dynamite matchup.
You should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets away from one. He's got space. Really nice, patient job to find some running.
Jamal Roberts.
Well, you saw that broken tackle.
Just ran over 2 people?
Real good job with
3 people.
tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football.
The thing is, you know, our defense has not been great at stopping yards. We've just been good at forcing turnovers, right? It's not like we've been stopping production. We're just doing a good job of forcing turnovers. That's what our defense has done all year, really.
They'll go to the ground.
Good tackle. Wow. That is an incredible tackle from Dooley. I believe that was Dooley.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very
They're going to run it, right?
It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Yes! Was that Kendricks? That is an incredible read. Because we all run committed to the other way. Kendricks was the only one watching the read there, and he read it to perfection. The redshirt freshman from Lexington, Kentucky makes a huge tackle. Wow. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Our defense says I want to win. Our offense said they want to lose first half, but I think they're back.
Just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth.
We don't have to do big plays, right? Let's just play smart football. You know, don't turn over the football, please.
How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
Patterson's running quick today. He's fired up. They keep running the power O.
Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the
Look, he's on fire.
That's what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have.
You know who's not on fire? Number 76.
I gotta be aggressive against the run.
Might have been the worst lead blocking I've ever seen.
Now facing a third and long.
Okay, make a play.
From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat.
That is what our quarterback can do this year, right? It's something that we were lacking last year. The ability to make throws like that, that's just, it's a game changer.
They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try to sneak.
Beautiful. Gonna be fourth quarter. It's still a close game, a lot closer than it needed to be.
As we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Just really a frustrating first half. I just was making poor decisions, and it happens sometimes, right? That's football.
Make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Unfortunately.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Stephen Bullock is locked in right now, high composure.
And a good solid pickup for the defense.
Despite having those 2 interceptions, I believe that's because he has the winning time perk. It could be Ryan Gamer's coaching perks as well. I think it is. Quarterbacks start with a fire or hot streak in the games or something like that.
Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Wildcats.
Wait, they're thinking we're going to run it. This might be a touchdown. If it's a blitz, Patterson's open. Not a blitz. Check down.
Fires to the big fella.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not.
I tell you, hats off and firm handshakes to this Missouri Tigers team. They came ready to play.
Running back searching for a hole.
Beautiful. That's the way it should be. Like, it is a huge mismatch. Our offensive line compared to their defensive line.
If this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives.
That's perfect. That is how we play. That's Kentucky Power O football from a season ago. We're back. First time they blocked the Power O right, I believe, in 3 weeks.
What a day. His third touchdown rushing.
Patterson came to play.
A little bit of everything. And adding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
On U of K. You'll love to see it. 86 yards on 16 rushes. Incredible play from the running back, the junior, Jason Patterson, filling in for the Heisman running back. I think would have won Heisman. Went down with an injury, but we're trying to get the job done for the starting halfback.
Touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Can't believe we have responded this well. Our defense has kept us in this. Offense came out the second half. Good second half adjustments. But I can't believe we had that rough start. But it's not about how you start. It's about how you bounce back through struggles, how you face adversity. You come together as a team.
To be able to cash in on this drive,
Come on.
David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think
Keep
this
it up,
offense needs to
defense.
start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him
Godfrey
with
was
second
on like
and
a
4.
3-game interception streak, right? And hasn't gotten any recently.
Looking to throw. It's Horn. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero.
Listen, he
to
is
make the
99
grab.
jumping. If he can't get to
Got
it,
open on
nobody
the
can,
person
right?
and had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right.
It's a
You know
great
you're going to
catch.
get hit a lot of
That's
times
where he
coming
needed to
over
throw
the
that.
middle
He
field.
knows who he's
Runs
playing
that
against,
post,
Godfrey. He
lays out,
knows
makes
that's
the play
99
for his
jumping on the other side.
It's a tough umbrella.
Hit as he throws.
Good play, Dooley.
Can't find his
Was that
man
Dooley?
as he took a
That was an
shot
incredible
trying to
play.
deliver
Matthew
that
Horn
football,
putting
and it'll be
pressure on the
second
quarterback.
down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
2nd and 10. I like the cover 3 match coverage right now. It's working.
On second down, he's looking downfield.
That's just
Not
perfect
much of a
coverage.
chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid
Running
the
it again.
sack.
I'm going to tell him play at the
Decibels
sticks.
rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection.
I tell you,
Now well
curls will
within
get our
striking
defensive
distance
backs
as
all
that
day.
third down play
All day.
gets them a
Okay.
first at the 29. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
That's a good
Finds his
read.
big tight end.
Big mismatch there. Notice the cover 4 and just checked it down to a wide open tight end. Good play.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Touchdown Tigers!
What has happened to our tackling recently?
Before that score,
It looked like, I mean, I missed the tackle, but so did 24. 24 had an easy tackle.
They're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
Are they
I'm
going
looking
for
on
this?
the
They're
field
going
right
for it?
now. I'm looking at their
Wait,
sideline.
why?
They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game.
Okay.
This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Back to throw, it's Horn. He's in
That's
there
why.
for the
Okay.
two-point
They're
conversion, and
hey,
now
they're
just
not
down
playing
6.
for a tie.
Lining
This
up to
Missouri
cover the
Tigers
kick
team is
after
playing
that
for a
touchdown
win.
drive.
That's the thing about our defense this year. If
Here
we
he
don't get a
comes from
turnover,
inside his own 5. Nice job
if I keep that
executing all
outside,
of
it's a
the
touchdown.
assignments. They put a stop
But
to that
if
return
it's not a
at
turnover,
22.
it's probably going to be a touchdown.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would
Let's
be
go.
nice.
And it definitely makes
Come
a
on.
little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
I like
Yeah,
Sanders
Dave, I
here.
don't think they have to
Yep.
reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been
Perfect.
calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Out to the 36-yard
Let's
line
go
after
into
gaining
2
10
clock
on that
mode
one.
and
I
conservative
think most
blocking,
offenses
conservative
around the
ball
country in
care.
a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short
Well,
and try to bleed
yeah, we
the
probably
clock.
should have ran it, but
This
that's fine.
offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We're back.
He got a bunch and looked
Much
close to
different
getting a
defensive
lot
line
more,
than
but
what
he's
we
got the
faced
first
in
down.
the last couple weeks, but
I
still.
think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground.
We're back.
Right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing
That's
them
going to
up.
be the end
And
of
defense is
the
gonna have to
2-minute
have more
timeout, right?
plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with the stop.
Listen,
Maybe get a
this
little
is so
momentum here.
Over 100
nerve-wracking.
yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Hear me out.
Now
You
the
wanna win or do you wanna
quarterback
lose?
changing the original play call.
Oh,
Wants to
it's a fake
throw on
blitz.
second down.
Wide open still. Sanders!
He's got an open man. Quick timeout call
That
by
is
the
so,
defense, stopping
that's
the
such a
clock to
gutsy
save as much
call.
time
Such a
as possible
gutsy,
for their offense.
risky call there. Oh, my.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
That could be game. Sanders did a great route. It was a fake blitz.
Grinding.
That's a touchdown.
Crosses the 30, he's got away.
Stay in bounds, good
And
job.
it is a
Patterson
chunk
is on
play,
fire.
a
And our
huge
offensive
gain
line,
on
I mean,
that one before the defense
we're back.
brings it to an end.
We knew that was a big
Defense uses the
mismatch.
timeout
That's what I
quickly
didn't get in the
trying to
first
get
half.
that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the red zone, looking for
Why am
a
I throwing
receiver.
it?
Pulls it in. It's Sanders. Timeout called there by the
question.
defense, desperate to get
That's
the
a fair
ball back
question.
and save as much time as possible.
We have Stephen Bullock.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the
That's a
end zone.
touchdown. No, one missed block.
And this one will be stopped for
Oh,
no
no.
gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock.
Do not
The
throw an
clock is
interception.
my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you
Perfection, get down.
have to look at that
That's
clock
game.
continue to tick.
That's game, everybody. No need to go to score another touchdown, even though it probably would look better. It would look better on the top 25
And
rankings.
the
We're
gamble
not
by the
winning.
head coach
No.
and play caller pays off. Of course,
We're gonna
that's
fumble and
incomplete.
lose the game.
It stops
Let's
the
nil
clock,
it.
so they needed to have
On
a great
UFK.
execution at a time where
What
it
a
was so
hard-fought
critical.
game. A lot closer than it needed to be. But hey, Kentucky wins.
After the
That's all that
stumble
matters
earlier
on
this year,
senior
a lot
day.
of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What a game. 21-15 victory. Missouri was playing the win. That is so aggressive to go for two there when they didn't need to. I mean, that's how much confidence they had in their offense. An offense that could move the ball if they don't turn it over was probably going to score touchdowns. So I get it. I mean, why not? Why not throw on our secondary, right? I mean, I probably would go for it too against our secondary. A rough first half. But defensive game plan in the second half, fantastic. Offensive game plan, second half, fantastic. That's how you bounce back. It's not about the mistakes you make. It's about how you respond after making those mistakes. This team responded to win the ball game. A hard-fought game that should not have been that hard of a fight, but hey, it was. We came out on top, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Kentucky moves to 7-1. Our last home game, our last 4 games of the year will be road games. I believe we go to Arkansas next week, Mississippi State, and then of course Louisville is the last game, but I can't remember what the other game is. Yeah, it's slipping my mind right now. I can't remember, but let's take a look at the stats here. 302 yards total offense, 270 for Missouri. We held them to 79 rushing yards, but that was on 14 carries. That is really good for Missouri. And we dominated running the ball. Our offensive line dominated. Patterson ran incredible. He scored 3 times and ran for 128 yards on the ground. Now we battled, right? We battled, and our defense allowed, I feel like, every time it was thrown, 10 yards per completion, 14 for 19, and 2 touchdowns. I felt like every time they threw it, it was going to be a completion. Now, we did force a fumble. That was massive, and we did have an interception, so that was huge. So, 2 interceptions, though, for this Kentucky. For Stephen Bullock, I made poor decisions in the first half. It happens. You move on to the next one, right? We won the possession battle. This Kentucky team came ready to play in the second half, and it was enough to lead us to victory. Bullock did not have a good game. Good completion percentage, good yards. That's about all you can take a look at that. But hey, he's a true freshman. He's going to have his moments. Now, rushing Patterson won the game for us, and the offensive line. I mean, the offensive line deserves all the credit, and Patterson ran really hard. They both deserve credit, but that offensive line was blocking incredible. Now, receiving, not a lot there, But Sanders had some big time catches, and including a catch to win us that football game, if you remember that. A couple catches. I was a little bit too aggressive on that final drive there. We won the game because of it. But if I throw a pick there or an incompletion that stops the clock, I don't know what I was doing there. I feel like I made some careless decisions this game in the first half and the second half, which is rare for me. Usually I'm more conservative, but this year, I did say last year at the end of the season, I said with Stephen Bullock coming in next year, we're going to be throwing a lot and kind of getting a little aggressive. And that aggression cost us a couple times today, but in general, it's paid off this year. So we're going to keep playing like that and just not throw it to the other team, because you can do both. You can do both. But yeah, defense played incredible. We got good pass rush. Kendricks with a big-time sack there and a forced fumble. And, like, just a great team. We played some good football, right? We played some good football, and this is the big one. Egg Bowl had to come in. And Egg Bowl comes in and gets a fumble recovery there. A big-time fumble recovery. But I'm going to pause video, take a couple screenshots, and then we'll do recruiting and take a look at the road ahead. I'm so proud of this team, though. We face adversity. I mean, our quarterback took some shots in that first half. You know, our offensive line dominated in the second half, but I feel like they did a good... Yeah, it really, you know, they did not dominate in the first half, but they did dominate in the second half. I do feel like the offensive line was a struggle in the first, which, you know, we can't blame those for the interceptions because those were just poor decisions, but still, I feel like our offensive line didn't really get it together until that second half, and they really improved, and that's just a big-time second half, and it's a second half that if we lose that game, you all realize this Kentucky team's chance for the college football playoffs would be over, and we definitely would not be in the conference championship. That one loss by an unranked Missouri, it would 100% have knocked us out of the college football playoffs. So it's a big win for college football playoffs, because that would have been a nightmare. But it's time. The stress of the game is over. It's time to relax a little bit. It's time to take a look at recruiting, and this recruiting class is just insane. I mean, this is a top quality class. I mean, of course, we have the #1 recruiting class, already locked in 12 5-stars, a new record for me, and 2 4-stars. But we take a look at this. The most notable ones, we got the 5-star Jim left tackle, Jose Poe. But you all will hear me talk about Honeycutt every single video. Dan Honeycutt, 6'4", 194 pounds, 99 speed, platinum takeoff, 96 acceleration. You will not be able to guard him. He has the natural too, which means in the rain, his speed will not be affected. Just think of the combination. Press coverage, takeoff ability, in the rain, the natural. Means the rain will not affect his speed or cutting. He's going to be unguardable in the rain. He's going to be unguardable anyways, but if you press him in the rain, it's a touchdown every single time. Oh my. And then the 6'6" wide receiver Guerrero from Miami Gardens, Florida. Look at these attributes and his abilities. 50-50 and sure hands. But the big thing is we finally have cornerbacks coming in. A 5-star Jim cornerback, man-to-man, 99 speed. And wow, do we need it. And that's not it. Another 4-star Jim cornerback. Got 5-star Jim, 4-star Jim. We got another 5-star Jim cornerback here. Another 5-star quarterback. I mean, cornerback, this is not 5-star Jim, but it is a cornerback 5-star. So yes, we have a lot coming in, and it's time to take a look at the recruits we're working on right now. So we're going after a blocking tight end to help us on our power row. And we almost have all of the motivations or interest, and we just need to stay the course there. So now on to D'Angelo Maddox, another cornerback. I mean, do we have too many? I mean, how many cornerbacks do we have? 1, 2. Let's take a look in the actual, let's just sort by cornerbacks. The actual quarterback menu. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many do we need? We have 8. Yeah, but we're going to be getting rid of a lot. So yeah, let's drop off D'Angelo Maddox, right? That would be 5 incoming. That's way too many. We've already got 4-star Jim. This is a non-5-star Jim, right? I think we are going to have to remove... That's too many. That's way too many. If we get another one... If they were a Jim, I'd go after them. Now, Taylor Awesome is one. I know I'm just going after him because of the name. I mean, he's got good talent, right? Got good talent, and we can do a hard sell on him now. Taylor Awesome, right? Gonna be an awesome addition to this Kentucky defense. You all are never gonna hear the end of that. I'll probably, if he ever starts, and he probably won't, and maybe when he's a senior, if he ever starts, he'll start in kickoff. Maybe he's gonna be awesome on special teams, you know? I may never, I'm probably going to say that every time he's in. And then we got Sharif Farrell, a middle linebacker. This is a middle linebacker with 90 speed. So we do have his perfect hard sell. Let's go ahead and do it. This team is unreal. Like, this recruiting class is unreal. When you win back-to-back national championships and you have elite recruiter on the offensive coordinator, you can get a lot of influence. And we have all the recruiting traits as well. Now, here's the we don't have all the elite ones, though. Now, here's the thing, though. If we lose our offensive coordinator, next year, recruiting is going to be a lot harder unless we pick up another elite recruiter. Hopefully, we don't lose them, but, I mean, we probably will. Then we got Ben Lovelace, a 4-star Joan pass-protecting center. We don't have any interests, so we're just going to full send there. And Jesse Lewis, a 4-star Jim outside linebacker with 83 speed and has quick jump. Quick jump is why I got him. You know, it's better for a 3-4, but we can always move him to defensive end. And we almost have the hard sell. Probably don't even need the hard sell. He loves Kentucky. What happens when you come out on top, right? He almost lost that. That would have been so frustrating. I mean, I have a tendency to play lower overall teams closer throughout all my dynasties that I play in this game. And I really believe that this game has some type of upset factor. What do you all think? I believe on all difficulty settings, or at least the ones I've played, but especially on Heisman, I believe it has some type of upset factor. And we are number 3 here for Steinkühler. What a name, Steinkühler? Do we really need him? Not really. And if we lose him, it's not a big deal. Then we got a right tackle. Do we need a right tackle? I feel like we already have a lot of tackles. We got 2. I mean, how many do we have? We need 1. Okay. We'll leave them on there for now, right? It doesn't hurt to leave them on there. Because if we do choose to go away from them, we can always drop them off later. We're number 3. We're probably going to lose anyways. And we can sell. And I'm going to. Because why not? I don't want to soft sell. Definitely going to hard sell. Because we have a great hard sell. Look at this. A+, and A+, and A+. That's incredible. I don't know. We may move far up his list. I might as well max out the hours since we have them. And then J.D. Jackson. This was the new athletic scrambling quarterback we're going after. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 4-star Joan. Keep in mind, Stephen Bullock will be the starter for all 4 years. No, Stephen Bullock will probably go pro early. But we have a quarterback of the future who will be able to develop in the system. So I think this quarterback could be the future. I mean, we'll see. But already has no other offers from any other schools, which is insane to me. Then Josh Marshall. Oh, that's right. I have 2 of them on the list. Why do I have 2 on the list? I'm sure there's a reason, right? No, I probably just said I'm going to leave them both to see what happens. And I just need to make sure I remove one later on. We're the only offer in for both of them. We could develop both of them, though. Actually, that's probably, and we could be able to change position, right? You never know. They could be really good at another position, so why not? And then we got an agile offensive lineman, 4-star athlete. And yeah, I think we just stay the course. Now, this is where typically I get too carried away. And I start recruiting and looking for talent that's a gem. But there's really no need to, because look, we don't really need much. Look. We're gonna have way too many players next year. You're kidding me. Oh no. We are gonna have we only have 1 senior, keep in mind. We only have 1 senior on the defensive side. Now, we could have juniors who choose to enter the draft, right? We could have juniors who go pro. Likely, we're going to have Soles Jr. go pro. We're going to have a couple redshirt sophomores and juniors go pro. We have to keep that in mind. So, but if they don't, I hope they don't go. But we're going to have way too many players. We're going to have tough decisions. We barely have any seniors. So senior night was probably not very exciting, but hey, few seniors, but very important seniors to this Kentucky team. Hey, and got the win on senior night. You love to see it, but yeah, I don't think we need to recruit anymore. 24 already for this recruiting class, and if we lock them all in, it is going to be my best recruiting class ever. We do not need any more talent. We already have way too much, so yeah, we can just leave those hours. It's not a big deal. So there is recruiting for the week. Let's go ahead into the weekly advance and see if we lock in any recruits. We're already in week 10. So I usually post these videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. The reason it's only twice a week is, for one, they're longer episodes, right? And number two, they take a long time to edit. They take a long time to process and get them out for you all. So more than 2 times a week. I know I was doing 3 times a week during launch, but wow, it was almost impossible to keep up with that. But yeah, I'm glad you all are still enjoying this series as much as I am. I am loving it. Now, next up, look at this. We are the number 2 ranked team in the nation now. Yes. Kentucky proving we deserve to be number 2 after barely taking down Missouri. But hey, it's an SEC matchup, a hard-fought win, and we won. But we go into Arkansas. This is an Arkansas team we almost lost against a couple times. They're going to be ready. They are going to be ready in front of their home fans. So we better wake up. We better wake up and play better in the first half. If we start in the first half like we did this game against Arkansas, we're going to lose all momentum, and home field advantage is going to lead Arkansas to the victory. We take a look at these two teams, and this Arkansas team that's good. I mean, they're 86 overall, 85 offense, 87 defense. We are not too far off by the numbers. This is a good team, and they're at home, so that 86 overall, you can probably move to 90 unless we get early turnovers, forced turnovers, and we get a huge start and switch momentum, right? Which can happen. So that's what we have coming up next, a big-time matchup, SEC matchup, and we'll take a look at the top 25 at the next episode. Leave you on a cliffhanger to see who is number 1. Probably Georgia, but we'll see. But big thank you to you all for watching this video to the end and for all the support across all the career mode series on the channel. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.